You've already run into the ablative of accompaniment and the ablative of means or instrument. This is another use of the ablative of manner that we'll talk about today. So the ablative of manner describes how an action is done, not the tool by which it is accomplished, but the way in which it's accomplished. So very similar to our quickly, as sort of our adverb type constructions. So a couple of examples to sort of demonstrate what this ablative of manner is. First in English, I graduated with highest praise. We might say this equals very laudably, right? So with highest praise, very laudably, praiseworthily, those are all, this would be an ablative of manner construction. Or I run with great speed. How do you run? In what manner? Very speedily. With great speed. These are the type of phrases that are going to be constructed by the ablative of manner in Latin. And there are actually three ways to do it. The most basic way, I run curo cum celeritate. The most basic way is to use the preposition cum plus an abstract noun like speed. I run with speed. I run quickly or speedily. Cum celeritate. Or we could modify that celeritate, curo magna cum celeritate. I run very quickly. Literally, with great speed. So magna modifying celeritate. And if you have an adjective modifying that ablative of manner, this is the order that they'll come. You'll have adjective, preposition cum, noun, magna cum celeritate. But when you have an adjective modifying the celeritate, you can also leave that cum out. Curo magna celeritate. I run very quickly. These two phrases, magna cum celeritate and magna celeritate, are synonymous. They say the same thing. So we'll take a look at a couple others. Discedit cum lacrimis. He departed with tears. Right? This is not an ablative of accompaniment. He's not leaving with a bag full of tears. He's leaving tearfully. Or discedit magnis cum lacrimis. Notice the magnis is modifying the lacrimis, and they're both bracketing the preposition cum. Very tearfully, with great tears, literally. Or, like we did before, we can leave the cum out. Discedit magnis lacrimis. Again, very tearfully. Now, if you have the noun and it's not being modified by an adjective, then the cum is necessary. One cannot discedit lacrimis. But discedit cum lacrimis, discedit magnis cum lacrimis, or discedit magnis lacrimis. The only time the cum is optional is if there's an adjective modifying that ablative of manner. So, one more example. Audivi cum diligentia. I listened with diligence, diligently. Or audivi summa cum diligentia. I listened with highest diligence. Right? So, very, very diligently. Or because this is an adjective, we can leave out the cum. Audivi summa diligentia. I listened very diligently. Things to keep in mind. The ablative of manner usually uses an abstract concept like diligence, or indulgence, or speed, or honor, praise. And it can usually be translated with an English adverb. Quickly, diligently, honorably, laudably, and so on.